Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be drawing my January TBR. So if this is your first video with me, how this works is that each month I draw 5 books. I have 2 TBR star jars, and this is the main TBR star jar. As you can see, it is full of little origami stars that I folded up out of paper. Each star has the name of a book that I want to read, the title of a book I want to read. These are also color coded. I know that any given color or paper type has been in here for X amount of months, and I do it that way just so I can keep an eye on how long any book has been in the jar. I don't want to lose interest in reading anything. On top of the 4 books that I will be drawing out of this jar, I also will be drawing 1 book out of my golden star jar. This doesn't have a ton of books in it, but these are the books that I am most excited to get to. The books that I'm most excited about, I would like to get to them sooner rather than later. I don't want to lose interest in them. I want to enjoy that excitement. So I will draw 1 book out of here. Now, if you're interested in knowing the names of all of the books that are on my TBR list that are in these jars, you can follow the link in the video description box down below to my Goodreads page. If you look on my Want to Read page, all of these are on there, so feel free to head over there and check that out. Now, on top of the 5 books that I'm drawing today, I've been considering participating in Books and Lala's 2023 reading challenge. I really like some of the prompts. I'm not fully committed to the idea yet. I'm just kind of thinking about it. So the first prompt in January is the word life or death. I'm kind of thinking that I might read The Death of Jane Lawrence to fulfill this prompt. If I have time, we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to commit just yet, so we'll see. We'll see if I get to it. So I think that is everything. Let's just jump in and draw some books. All right, here we go. First draw. Okay, so the books that have been in here, the stars that have been in here the longest include both this bright orange and the royal blue. I think that these green have been in here a while as well. I think let's just go on ahead and go for the orange. This may be the longest standing set of books I've had in the jar. So let's go on ahead and draw an orange star. All right, the first book is, oh nice, The Future of Another Timeline. I own this one. I will go grab it. I will be right back. All right, here we go. The Future of Another Timeline by Annalee Newitz. This is the same author, I think, of the book Autonomous, which I read, I think that was earlier this year, and I liked it. I mean, it wasn't my all-time favorite book or anything, but it was a fun, like, kind of cyberpunk. And I really liked this author style of writing, so I am really excited to try another one out by them. This book, I think it has something to do with maybe, is it time travel, or I think it's told in parallel universes. I think it may have a murder mystery in it, and something about it rewriting the timeline, or what, I mean, obviously Future of Another Timeline. So I guess maybe time loops changing the timeline, I don't know. And I think it's set maybe like the timelines are 30 years apart. I don't know, it sounds really interesting to me in this cover. I really like this cover with these, like, the black and the gray, and then these, like, really bright pink and sort of lime green. So yeah, I think this is a great first pick. So first selection, The Future of Another Timeline. Alrighty, here we go. Second book. All right, let's see here. So like I was mentioning a minute ago, royal blue has been in here a long time, as have these green stars. Also this sort of fuchsia with the little dots. Actually, I'm gonna go with one of these. I think these have been in here for quite some time. So let's get one of the fuchsia stars next. Right, book number 2, we have Escape Reality. Awesome. I don't own this book, but I have been really excited to get to it. This is by, I think the author is Kayla Frost. I heard about this book through my friend Steve at Steve Talks Books, and I think that this is it was definitely a sci-fi, and I think that this is about a woman who, I think I'm about to botch this. I am 99% 0.9, no, let's just say 99% certain that this has like the memory loss trope in it, which is one of my all-time favorite like plot devices. And then you set that in a sci-fi novel and I am on board. I can't remember the finer details of what this is about, but every now and then I'll look back through my list and see if I need to weed stuff out that I'm not interested in anymore. And every time I look back at this synopsis, I'm just like, heck yes, like I definitely want to read that book still. So yeah, I'm really excited to finally get to this one. So second book, Escape Reality. All right, here we go. Third draw. Okay, let's see here. So you know what? These royal blue ones keep jumping out every time I pour some into my hand. So let's just finally grab one of the royal blue stars. All right, and the third book is, okay. We Should Have Left Well Enough Alone. I believe this is by Ronald Malfi. From what I recall about this book, it is a short story collection of horror short stories, which I think is really exciting, really awesome. Though I can't remember who specifically. I know I've heard a couple of booktubers talk about this book and it sounds really interesting to me. It does seem to have some like hit and miss reviews on it, but I don't know, the synopsis sounded awesome to me. It sounded right up my alley, so I don't know, we'll see what I think about it. Hopefully I love it. Yeah, so third book, We Should Have Left Well Enough Alone. All right, fourth draw. Every time, without fail. Let's see here. So I know that I think that these green stars have been in here a while. This polka dotted blue, the purple. Let's do this bright polka dot, like kind of a teal blue. I think this of all these has probably been in here the longest, so let's go for one of these next. And the fourth selection is, okay, Famous Men Who Never Lived. I've got this one. Let me grab it. I'll be back just a second. All right, here we go. Famous Men Who Never Lived by K. Chess. This, I think, is a sort of a story, like a parallel or an alternate timeline story. I don't know if you would call it, if that's like kind of sci-fi or speculative fiction, I guess. And this follows a woman who is in this sort of alternate timeline, I guess in a world where there's been maybe nuclear war or something in the US and nothing is as it is now, like just completely different world. This actually has a really interesting line on the back that says, with famous men who never lived, K. Chess has created a compelling and inventive speculative work on what home means to those who have lost it forever. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe this has some like sort of literary kind of quality to it. I don't know, I think it sounds really interesting, and I don't know, I just find this cover to be pretty intriguing, so I'm actually really looking forward to getting to this one. All right, so fourth draw, Famous Men Who Never Lived. All right, fifth and final draw out of my golden star jar, the books I am most excited to get to, so here we go. All right, and my final selection will be, if I can get it open. Ooh, yay, okay, awesome, Upgrade by Blake Crouch. Yay, okay, I'm super excited about this. I own this, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. All right, here it is, Upgrade by Blake Crouch. I actually reactivated my Book of the Month Club subscription so I could get this book, so I am really excited to finally get to it. I really like Blake Crouch a lot, and I've heard that this is kind of in the same vein as like Dark Matter and Recursion, which Dark Matter is really one of my all-time favorite books. Recursion, it's okay. I agree with everyone else who says you like the one best that you read first. Totally agree. So I do like Dark Matter better. And I will be very curious to see where this one falls between those two. This has to do with genetic modification, like gen modding and biohacking. And I think it follows a man who has some sort of genetic modification done to him. But there's like a more sinister plot at large about this, whatever it is, this type of hacking being done, I guess maybe forcefully on a large scale to people just across the world. And so maybe this character is like fighting to keep that from happening. Blake Crouch is known for really, really exciting, like fast-paced books. He's not usually the best at like really deep character development, but I am more of a plot-driven reader anyway, so I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, I'm really curious to see. I'm really curious to see what I'm gonna think about this book. So 5th and final draw, Upgrade. All right, so I think that is going to be it for me today. Those are all of the books that I will be reading in January, as well as maybe, possibly, The Death of Jane Lawrence or some other book with life or death in the title. If you can think of a book that would fit that prompt as well, that you think I might like better, please feel free to suggest it in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts on that. If you did enjoy this video, I hope that you will like it and possibly subscribe. Also, happy holidays to you, and I will see you next time.